All right.
I'm not showing any. There we go. Okay. All right.
Should we start again?
Yep.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Uncle Scottie Barter, along with my personal caregiver, Elmo the Insane Schneider, and we are your wartime TV hosts. We welcome you to the March 25th edition of the Kenosha Today Daily Update. And again, we are coming to you live and local from this afternoon from the Barter Manor studio, which we are calling home for at least till April.
While we're quarantined.
24th. And apparently we are considered, Elmo, we are considered essential.
That's right.
Now, there could be
According to
some debate up for that, but we're going to be
no,
here.
media is essential, and we are considered media.
I don't know by who, but...
I got a legal opinion about this.
Oh, did you? Is the guy out on parole now, or is he got to get back to the...
No, not at all. It's from the government.
We will be here every afternoon tomorrow on Thursday, Friday at 2 p.m. And we will be here Saturday morning.
For the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club comes to, or unless the world ends as we know it, in which case I will be broadcasting from up there or down there, however the case may be. And those who are unfamiliar with the Barter Manor studio, it is full and rich of tradition. It's obviously full of something.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, we are streaming live across the...
You might want to announce we're having an issue with the phone line again, so...
Well,
we'll try to get hooked
up. You want
up.
to try it again, or you want to just wait and use this one, or how do you want to do this?
Whatever you want. I don't care.
You'll try it again while I get through this.
No, it's going to make all correct kinds of noise going over the air if I do it. So.
Well, if you want to call me right away, call me at 262-945-1318, and I'll take it on my cell, and then we'll see if we can work this out at the break. We are streaming live across the beautiful sun-drenched cornfields here in the Midwest and all across the planet. So to you folks over in Italy and China, see what you cost? This is what you're going to get. And we are what you call the worst case scenario. At any rate, we are brought to you this afternoon by our major sponsors, Barter's Financial Planning Services and the Union Park Tavern, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. I think we've got, well, most of the kinks worked out. That was an issue with Google, with the phone.
Google Voice, yep.
Let's see if we have a call here. This is a message. Who's calling me? A little louder. Somebody texted me, said needs it a little louder. All right. Jeez. That was not my request, Elmo.
It was way too loud on our end.
Well, when the music was playing, yeah.
Crikey,
Anyway, I think we got most of the kinks go out. We're going to try the phone line again. And when we get back for the hearing impaired, well, we'll do that when we get the line. For those who are used to listening to us on AM radio, Elmo and I made the decision to, about a month ago, to stay committed to the Kenosha area and have a true meaning to the term live and local. And so instead of joining our former friends at the Gurney Mills Mall, we are coming to you live from the...
Former friends? They're still our friends.
Well, I meant former radio. Yeah, they're our friends.
Former associates.
Associates, yeah.
They're still our friends. I still like all those guys.
All right, who's calling these? Looks and sounds good. All right, that's Spider. That's good. And for those who are used to listening, we said that already. We are bringing you the most up-to-date news, weather, and sports, whatever sports there is, and entertainment. We're going to go through some of that a little bit. And if you want to watch a replay of this nonsense, you no longer have to wait for a specific date. or a time, you simply go to YouTube or the Kenosha Today website, KenoshaToday.com, and have at it. And everybody can sign up, and with the thousands of our fans who have joined the Kenosha Today Nation and liked us on Facebook, I got a memo today, or an email, I should say, for our replays that you normally on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on Channel 14. The media center is... Sure, that comes across, right? So we can't take a phone call. Sure, that we've worked out. All right. And anyway, get rid of that.
It's gone already.
Oh, it is.
It's on a delay.
Oh, I keep forgetting it. All right.
Yep.
Anyway, the media center is shut down. So the last show that we had up there was from March, I think, 2nd, 2019. That's going to play for the next 4 weeks. So don't be calling. There's nobody to answer, and don't be calling me because anyway, we don't have any answers now.
I don't have any questions.
We don't have any questions. Well, that's good. You want to take a quick break for about a minute or two so we can get our phone line up?
Yeah, we can try that.
All right, we're going to be back in, what does it take, a minute or two?
Yep.
All right,
See if the
we'll be
phone
right
line
back.
connects. I
We'll
don't
be
know what
right
the heck
back
the
until we
problem
get our
is.
phone line hooked up.
Know what I can go to here that's not going to go through. Okay. Well, this ain't going to work. Keep going.
All right. The big news.
I got to cut the stream and over everything to do that.
Oh,
so
do you
that
really?
ain't gonna
So,
work. Yep.
well, we're not going to have that for the rest of the show then, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, then the new.
Unless they want to listen to us connect.
No, that's. We aren't connected. The new number, take this down, 262-945-1318. 262-945-1318, and I'll take it right here. So, at any rate, the big news today, this morning, apparently at 1:30 a.m., Congress approved a $2 trillion stimulus package that's going to be sent to all the Americans. And you know what this...
Well, what about what happened at 8 o'clock this morning?
Well, I thought they were having trouble at 8 o'clock this morning. No?
No,
I didn't think they voted.
the whole thing in the state of Wisconsin came down.
Well, I'm going to get to there.
All right.
All right, I got to take the national news first. We're going to get that.
Why? I thought this was supposed to be Kenosha.
No, national news too. Anyway, Congress approved a $2 trillion stimulus package that's going to be sent to all the Americans, but they hasn't voted on total yet. It's like you said yesterday, it's about 1,100 pages, and they put all this other nonsense in there that had nothing to do with the stimulus. So, you know, you got Mitch, you know, that big chin, that double chin. He should be a poster boy for Thanksgiving with that big chin he's got there. But anyway.
Who, the turtle?
Yeah, he tried to inspire Congress yesterday, taking a page from Newt Rockney's playbook, and he tried to say, well, we're on the 5-yard line and we got a punt. Well, then you take Chucky Schumer. He took a play from...
He's amazing, you know that?
He's amazing?
Yes.
How so?
He's a giant turd that can speak English. Biological miracle.
Well, okay, he took a play from the Bears playbook and says he's on the 2-yard line, and instead of punting, he wants to take a knee and start wrestling with Nancy Pelosi. So I suppose you got a point there. But at any rate, we're going to get to all of this. President Trump, in the Rose Garden interview on Fox News, said that he wants to reopen the country by Easter Sunday. And everybody's going, well, that might be a stretch. I think he's admirable and he wants to get things back and going. But we still don't know if he decides to do that. Does that, excuse the pun, trump what all the other governors have said? And we're in a 30-day lockdown. So it's about 20 days from now. So off to the side of the garden, of the Rose Garden, you didn't see this on Fox, but Chucky Schumer was nailed to a cross. he was mumbling, "Father, forgive him," because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But at any rate, these guys it's a fun time in Washington, at least for guys like us. I mean, and the president, he went on to say that Easter Sunday is very special to him. And now let me give you just one piece of advice, Mr. President, if you're listening. Come Easter Sunday, I wouldn't be expecting Nancy Pelosi and that crowd to be rolling away the rock in front of the White House tomb. I don't think they're going to be there for you, but I can visualize Republicans chanting, "He has risen, he has risen." So I hope they get straightened out.
We'll see what happens.
Who cares who takes the credit? But there was this gal, you've seen her on the on Trump's afternoon briefings. She wears the scarf, and I think her name is
Her number? What, she
I
ex-con
don't know
or
her number.
something?
She reminds me a lot of Irish troops. She wears all these fancy scarves. She's a doctor. Doctor, I forget what her name is. But all those scarves, Elmo, really starting to annoy me. And I think that's from all the years I've been watching Pam Oliver. But at any rate, here's my suggestion.
Does she wear scarves?
Well, she's just up there, and she's a doctor, and I think Elmo, the lady, needs to get laid. I think that's what her problem is.
Well, you could take care of that.
No, I'll leave that to Mitch McConnell. You know, they're reporting there's a huge shortage of surgical gowns, masks, and ventilators, so that the president has now authorized the Defense Productions Act, and major companies are now going to start mass producing some of these, which comes.
He didn't even have to use the act.
Well,
you know that? They're doing it voluntarily.
Well, this
the whole thing.
Good because
the Democrats want them to do it so they're under their control and everything, and control of the government. But they're doing it voluntarily.
Okay,
so
this comes
they're
as
being
great
good
news.
Americans.
Good comes as great news to the college kids on the Florida beaches because they're on spring break. Because it's my understanding that tire companies such as Goodyear, Firestone, Cooper, Michelin, they're not now stockpiling millions of condoms under their new model where the rubber meets the road.
Are they steel belted?
Steel belted, yeah. Well, some of those gals. Is this a phone call? I guess not. I don't know what that was. 262-945-1318. We had a problem hooking up to Google. But anyway, Elmo, what do you think this is? Are you leaving or what are you going to do?
No, there's no reason for me to have those on since there's nothing to listen to. There's no phone calls.
Oh, so I don't need these on?
Nope. I could tell you where else you could insert them besides your ears, but that's another.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's a whole nother.
If somebody calls me,
maybe call that doctor with a scarf. She can tell you where to put those. Okay.
Not after what I just said about her. So it looks like. So if somebody calls, I can just hear this off that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I get it. 262-945-1318.
You know, I could hook up to the phone line, but they got to. And all our fabulous viewers would have to go through our. Listen to our login sequence and everything like that. So without shutting off the entire stream, there's no way I can.
All right. Like I said, we have an access plan B. You can call 262-945-1318. And we were looking for Gunga to call us, Woody Vicentainer, who's apparently been deployed in the Army's reserves. And we want to know what he's doing and where he's doing it from. But... Now we'll get to the state. Now, what do you think, Elmo? Is this going to work? Of course, they propped him up.
Well, I don't. You know, I was listening to a particular radio program, and they had a advertisement on there as to how to greet people with maintaining social distance. And they said, well, you can wave at them, you can whistle at them, you know, rather than shaking their hand or hugging them or anything like that. But I have come up with the great one on how to do this.
I can hardly wait.
Heil! Evas! Heil! Evas! Zig! Heil! Zig!
Okay.
Heil!
Okay.
Heil! Evas!
Calm down. We were considered essential before that outburst. Oh, man. We're lucky if we'll be stayed in the country after some of that business. No, he was just kidding, because this is...
It's the First Amendment. I can say whatever I want.
That's right. Okay. That's why we put those disclaimers on at the beginning.
That's right.
Anyway, Governor Tony the Tiger Evers ordered more closed and limits. And, you know, when he first came out with this, I don't even think he knew what he was doing. And I don't know.
He still doesn't know what he's doing.
I still don't know. Well...
Maggie Gow runs the government. He has no clue what he's doing up there.
Maggie Gow, the lieutenant governor?
Oh, no, she's the chief of staff.
Oh, okay. Closing businesses, non-essential business, and imposing month-long travel restrictions in an attempt to slow the spread. I don't know if you think this is going to work, if it's going to slow the spread.
I don't think it's going to at all, because all you're doing is taking people out of other businesses where they would be with limited contact to everybody and cramming them together in a Walmart or a Target or a Piggly Wiggly or Menards and all the places that are allowed to stay open. That's all you're doing. It will not curb the spread of this whatsoever. Oh. It will just put small businesses out of business.
Which, yeah, that's a good start right now. And I do kind of go along with the president's plan that let's get everybody back to work, especially small business, and because it's a domino effect, and the small business, and everybody that gets laid off, it's hurting, and they got. I don't think we're going to get the stimulus money by any time before the 10th of April. That's my guess. And people got rent to pay.
Got some cash on hand. I could
sure.
probably find some good deals in downtown Kenosha the next month.
But I've talked to people who rent, and the landlords. I guess according to Trump's order, you can't evict anybody, right?
I have no idea.
There's no evictions, and some of the landlords, the bigger ones, are going to people saying, "Okay, your rent was $800 or it was $1,000. Instead of due on between the 1st and the 10th, tell us what you got, and something is better than nothing." And since the courts aren't open to throw your butt out, everybody's willing to work.
Well, they're doing court by phone now. You know that?
Oh, really? I thought, which parts of the court? Because I thought some of the jury trials have all been canceled till...
I won't get into it, but I was asked to possibly be a witness in a certain case.
Oh, okay.
And they says, no, it's court by phone, so it's in early April.
Oh, okay. Well, nothing's going on. Is this not a jury trial, is it?
I have no idea what it is.
I think I heard all jury trials were put off until the end of May.
It's probably just a hearing or something.
Yeah, something like that, I guess they can do. And Kenosha County leaders, Jim Cruiser and Mayor Antaranian, said stay at home. So I don't know, I forget, this gal says how many cases we're up to. But, this gal who's our Kenosha County health director, Jen Friet, I don't know. She's predicting that almost everybody's going to get the virus. Everybody's going to get it, but not everybody's going to be, on death row.
I've probably already had it.
You know what? I'm thinking back when I had that.
I don't give a flying you know what. So.
Back in, you had it. Remember, you were gone for a week? Or out for a week with the fever and that?
I never had a fever.
Oh.
No, I had laryngitis. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Probably because I screamed, Zig! Evers! Higher! Evers! Too much. I get.
That's a little over the top, right? Jeez.
It's trying to get ratings. That's all it is.
Okay. At any rate, where was I with this? Oh, she says everybody's going to get it. Well, that's sending panic through the neighborhood. But
how does she know?
Well,
she has nothing to base this on.
Right.
She's just shooting off her stupid mouth. Is all she's doing.
I think she's a little over her head. But this is the same gal that says this is her Super Bowl.
It's total speculation,
right.
And
she's throwing fear into everybody.
Yep,
we don't
that's
need
all.
That. We don't need that.
She's trying to justify her job at taxpayers' expense once again.
I never even knew that Kenosha County had a health director until
they have for a long time. So,
well, never did much apparently. So,
what's the data to back that up? Does it say anything in there about what data she has to back this up?
Exactly.
There's nothing
other than
it's all hypothesis and her. Well,
the Super Bowl's coming up in February.
That's right. Okay. Yep.
And people that are out of work. I mean, you only have to go. Walmart's hiring, and so is
Amazon.
Amazon's hiring. They're looking for 700 people, and I think Walmart is looking for, at least over.
Although I heard somebody said
4,200.
Somebody applied at Amazon, and they said Amazon is so swamped, so we don't have anybody to interview you. So you're on the list. We'll get to you eventually, but right now we're short of people to do interviews for new employees. So.
You got a pulse you're in. Like back in 1971, my physical for the draft, that's how bad things were. You got a pulse? Don't worry about your flat feet or some other goofy illness. You're in. And so anyway, Walmart's looking to hire 4,200. But I was over there yesterday morning. Not a lot of people, but they don't have anything on their shelves either.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
they're cleaned out.
Toilet paper's been, excuse the pun, wiped out for at least the last 2 weeks. And so at any rate, if you want to...
now here at Barter Manor, we don't have that problem. So, we have...
gotta wait for
the shelves are fully stocked here. No, okay.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
There's no problem with that.
So this is what's being seen now, right? This, not
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see this. We have a monitor now that's kind of on a delay.
Scott's kind of confused by the delay on here, so
but I get it.
Yep.
But this is going live. This
yep.
here. Okay. Well, that's our stock.
Yeah, that's right.
And
The stocks are fully shelved. Shelves are fully stocked here at Barter.
We are
okay.
on lockdown, and there you go. When we are on lockdown, we're doing our part, because otherwise, if we didn't have this, we wouldn't be coming to you every day. So,
and then at the Barter Manor Intensive Care Unit, we also have the Long Island intravenous drip going on there. So that's the you have to watch here, Scott. Okay.
After all of this being quarantined, you know how much money I have saved? And it has turned the boathouse into a non-profit.
That's right. Tell me about it. Yep. Tell me about it. That's ridiculous.
But of course, everybody knows it's been months since I was on the sauce. So
yeah, right.
There's sauce, and then there's sauce.
Hey, Friday we're going to have those quarantinis, aren't we?
Yeah.
The new cocktail, quarantini. So
you're going to show them how to make them then.
Yeah. Okay.
Now don't go sampling none of your products.
I have no idea how to make them. So.
But anyway, for people that are out of work, go to Walmart. I mean, it may not be the best, but it is something. And you don't have to stay there a lifetime. This is just my view. And if you go out to...
hey, get you through the crisis. That's it. So.
And something on your table is better than nothing. And I don't even know why they put this in here. On this
where are you staying? Because they have nothing else to put in there.
Local Walgreens employee test positive. And they also put the Walgreens, they closed the place down. They're scrubbing up the walls and the floor. Okay, I mean, this is just putting, in my view, more panic out there. And people are already nervous. So
I just saw a thing, that it's like 80% of the people that are being tested, and these are at-risk people, are testing negative.
Well, that's the other thing.
Do you ever see that in the media? 80% of the people tested are testing negative for this. So.
That's why I want Woody.
But you can't get ratings and headlines out of that. That's the whole problem.
I want Woody to give me a call, 262-945-1318. I want to hear, because he's been activated in the Army Reserves, and I think those are the guys that are bringing in these tents in various parts of the country so that these people can go in and get tested.
As long as they don't bring in tanks, I'm okay with that. So.
Well, yeah, I don't want to go through this other thing. Please, I'm begging you all. We're going to start another major incident. Speaking of Germany, they got no more problems than Italy and China altogether. So,
what do you think that socialized medicine brings? We probably wouldn't be having half these problems if it wasn't for stupid Obamacare.
You're going to love this guy,
Hey.
But anyway.
Speak your mind.
That's right.
I try to offend everybody.
Well, today you're doing a very good job of that. Let's see, who haven't we pissed off yet? We started with the president, we started with Pelosi, with Schumer. We made a little fun of McDonald's double chin.
Who, the turtle?
The turtle. Did you call him the turtle?
McConnell?
McConnell.
Cocaine boy McConnell? Cocaine Mitch? That's what they used to call him.
Oh, really?
Oh, there's a false rumor started that he was...
on the blow?
Importing it. He was dealing it or something like that.
I just can't imagine visualizing Mitch McConnell as a cartel.
That's how ridiculous it is.
As a cartel guy.
That's how ridiculous.
I mean, he's walking like, him and Tony Evers should be bound at the hip. They look like they're twins separated at birth. But they're going to have Tony's going to have to.
Mitch has got a little bit more of a tan,
That's right.
Evers look like came right out of the morgue.
Well, what do you call yeah, he's got a tan because Columbia is this is the warm season down there.
Well, it's from Tennessee, so
I had to laugh, because the Democrats and the Republicans in Washington have been just like this for the last couple of years. But now when they pass this bill and everybody votes and you got Nancy Pelosi, they're giving the high elbow and the bumps and all this.
She dropped everything that she had put in there.
Oh, it was under her proposal?
Oh, that was all the funds for the Lincoln Center and all this stuff. And if you get in an airplane, the flight attendant has to announce how many pounds of carbon would be released into the atmosphere. And you have they're going to control the boards of directors of corporations to make sure that they were culturally diverse. And there's money for windmills and solar panels.
Well, there's something we can get behind.
And all this other stuff in there.
How about paying off for cocktail?
Blah, blah, blah. Well,
plane.
Turns out people didn't really like that, and they kind of
made
it known they didn't want that.
You're running up $100,000 bill on the taxpayers,
just for booze too.
Yeah. Now us I mean, we can live with that, but
Yep.
anyway,
As for booze.
262-945-1318. If you want to give us a call, we had a problem with Google. You know, these people at Google, you know, they say, hey, Google, what are yours? Well, they're not always very receptive. So
Yep.
we're going to work that out and come back tomorrow.
I'll be back tomorrow.
And we got more stuff here. We're going to take well, maybe not quite yet.
I got a few minutes left to go.
We're going to go till as close to 3 as we can. What were we talking about? We were talking about, finally, some good news. The stock market yesterday
Had
gained
quite a rise there.
20, I haven't had a rise like that.
I know. I've been taking little blue pills or something like that.
Yeah. This is what happens when all the guys in the stock market now do this on the phone. I just can't, you know, I have a financial license and all. How you can drop 2,100 points and 24 hours later come back. Somebody, it seems to me, and I'm not accusing anybody, something seems to me to be out of whack. Now, today before we came on the air, the market was up almost close to 1,400. I don't know where
It's very simple. In the words of Louis Rukeyser, who used to be the host of Wall Street Week on public television, there's only two things that influence the market: fear and greed.
Well, there you
That's
go.
it.
And we got it a lot.
You can use all the technical analysis you want. There's only two things that influence the market. It's fear and greed. It's all emotional stuff. That's all.
And I was reading an article today, how ironic that on this day in 1933, in Daleville, Indiana, John Dillinger robbed his very first bank. So it's good to see that in all these years, you know, we haven't changed all that much. But some sad news, the Olympic Committee officially postponed the Tokyo Summer Games. And I feel bad for the athletes that have trained for the last couple of years now. Some of them are going to be too old and they can't do proper training. It's going to be put off for another year. So
I think they should put it off for 2 years and have the Olympics every 4 years like it used to be. I think it would be a lot.
That's right. I forgot about that. We
And instead of, you know, they thought they could get more TV ratings if they split it up. But I think people get enthused more for the Olympics if they have both the Winter and Summer Olympics in the same year. I think it would be a better draw for all this stuff if they did it that way.
I forgot that they changed it some years back,
Yep.
every 2 years. But you're right. They probably did it for television revenue. And
That was it. They, you know, some idiot at a network thought that they could get more ratings from this, and it turned out to be just the opposit.
See, there you go, folks. You won't see idiots on this show coming up and making stupid
You see them all the time.
Who never thought that in the year 2020 we'd be living in a world with basically without sports? Kind of makes the O.J. Bronco chase a real collector's stuff. Now, why don't you cue that up a little bit?
Well, now we got to come up because we're going to be hosting our own sports event, the Kenosha Today Jarts and Shots Tournament. So I was going to make up the graphic for that. So we're going to have a Jarts tournament. I haven't quite figured out the rules, but there's going to be shots involved too, and what's going to be like since March Madness isn't here, maybe we'll do May Madness.
We're not going to. You're not going to allow ex-wives to come to this, are you?
No.
That's the bullet there. You got Elmo. Woof.
But
no.
well, at least you can't play against each other. But no, and hopefully we'll be televising this, and we're looking to do brackets. We'll do May Madness, and we need 16 teams of 2 people to.
This will be someplace out in the future, and. Any
Well, the quarantine
suggestion,
removed,
any
so.
suggestion where you want to have this?
Oh, I'm looking at it right now out the window.
On the Barter Manor playground?
That's right.
You talk about your dream playground,
The
right
Cow
there.
Pie Broadcasting Facility right out there. So.
That's the true dream playground. A lot of DNA out there in that backyard, folks. And Congress finally passed their $2 trillion, well, partly through, their stimulus package. And apparently this couldn't come at a better time for some of our working girls down on Sheridan Road.
They can't be working anymore.
Well, it's true that most of the girls can't even spell stimulus, but I got quite sure that they're going to be able to stimulate your package long before Easter Sunday. So you can take that home, write that.
I didn't think about that. What you know?
See, I can't be doing all the thinking.
They got to be staying home. So well.
Oh yeah, they got to be doing their part. Now she's walking on Sheridan Road 6 feet apart. See, made by my thing about all the tire companies making extra condoms. See, that's perfect. Makes perfect sense. All right, we're going to take a quick break for something, and we'll be back in probably a minute, and we'll do a little weather for you.
We're back.
Once again, a very good afternoon to everybody. This is Uncle Scottie Barter, along with my personal caregiver, Dr. Elmo the Insane Schneider. What are you a doctor of? Now, I ain't bending over. We welcome you to our...
And the doctor of stupidity is what I am. So,
welcome you to our Kenosha State Daily Update, which we plan to stream live every afternoon at 2 p.m. It is 35 minutes after 2 here in the Kenosha Today Nation, bringing you the best, or as best we can, in news, weather, sports, whatever there's left, and entertainment. The phone line, it hasn't been up here, but if you want to give us a call, 262-945-1318. Again, we invite you to join the thousands of our fans who have already signed up and have liked us on Facebook. And we are brought to you by our major sponsors, Barter's Financial Planning Services, the Union Park Tavern, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. We invite you to give us a call with your comments, your questions, like I said, during these very troubling times. And I think everybody has an opinion, one way or another. Is this 30-day lockdown good? Is it going to do any good? And I'd like to hear from you if you want to join us.
personally, I really can't tell the difference because everything that I would normally do, except for going to the Union Park Tavern, is
Pretty much the same.
pretty much an essential thing. So, you know.
Today's up-to-date weather is sponsored by Capo Web Design, which is locally owned web and design and development business here in Kenosha, specializing in website design, development, maintenance, site services, and support, who actually designed and is currently developing the KenoshaToday.com site. For more information, you can visit capowebdesign.com. And today's weather was gorgeous. It got up to about 53 degrees.
Probably
right
still
before
is.
we went on the air. And sun's out here on the weather deck, and no precipitation. Tomorrow, it may be a little cooler and cloudy.
What? It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. What the heck are you talking
Well,
about?
I'm reading the weather. This is our version. It says cloudy and cooler, precipitation 19%. Then
That's relative humidity.
what does that say? Precipitation.
When did you print that?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. It's hard. And Friday. Now, Friday it's going to be 65% occasional rain and 44 degrees. And so there you have it, directly from the Kenosha Today Weather Deck, the most up-to-date and the most complete weather report on the planet. Tune in to Kenosha Today for all your weather information, or when severe weather strikes. And then, in which case, we don't really care. Lose our number and don't bother us. So at any rate, we're going to get back to, have a couple minutes left here.
Okay, Thursday, cloudy with late day rain. Highs in the upper 40 and lows in the upper 50s.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
That's
You do the weather forecast from now on.
You got to do that every day.
I had it every day.
No, you said that's yesterday.
Oh, that's true. But I was close on the temperature. How's that? You think we got it bad here in India. 1.3 billion people have been told to stay home. That's the whole place. New Delhi, and the country's already going down the tube. So 1.3 billion. I don't know how many people do you think, Elmo, in all the different states that have done this? New York, California, Washington.
There's not that many.
There's a 30-day lockdown.
There's 3 places that all the cases are. 80% of the cases are in New York City, Washington State, and California.
Where they all
That's
started,
it.
right?
Well, right.
Well,
Because they have a heavy number of Chinese that were traveling to those places.
Yeah.
That's where they all are.
Well,
And in the large cities, too.
Right.
Controlled by Democrats. Sanctuary cities, by the way.
Now we've only had one death here in Kenosha County, I think.
We've had no deaths in Kenosha County.
Well, that's even better yet. So at any rate, we hope to keep it that way. Maybe we shouldn't make fun of this Kenosha County Director of Health and Welfare, whatever her name is. Maybe she's onto something. Do we owe her an apology? No.
I don't think she's had anything to do with any of this. So, okay,
Other than scare a lot of people. Anyway, we got a couple stories that have popped up. This guy is in, I forget where he's in, but he goes, in what city? He goes into a Walmart and he starts licking all the deodorant cans. And he posted the dope on social media. Can't understand why he's been arrested. Oh, okay, Warrington, Missouri.
Can't understand.
Why
Okay,
he's
that's
arrested when he posts this on social media, and after he licked a roll of deodorant sticks at Walmart, and then he shared the video of this on social media, and of course the police department arrested the man quickly and charged him.
That's why I don't do social media.
You know, police.
It's stupid.
Thank God. Come on, Elmo. Reported the video so that it could be addressed. Now he's gonna, I think, a huge fine. But how stupid is he to do something just that way and then post it on social media? I mean, and put other people at risk. And on the same token, this guy in North Carolina, 31-year-old guy, recorded himself inside a grocery store claiming that he had the COVID 19. And in the video, the guy admitted he didn't care, started touching things all over inside the store. And so he's now facing felony for perpetrating a hoax in a public building and disorderly conduct. He's got a $10,000 fine and has a court date of March 30th, of which I'm sure the court's not going to be open.
No.
Oh, no. I can just tell you what's coming up here. Is this?
No, it's already. No,
Oh, it's up?
you gotta
All
don't
right,
look at that.
I
Don't
get it. The picture that you see on the screen is our Kenosha State weather forecaster.
That's right.
So, well, I guess we do have to. The weather does change from every 24 hours. Shame on me. I learned a valuable lesson. As this guy did in Africa, he was told that he's on lockdown. So what he does, he goes fishing and gets eaten by an alligator. I mean, 12 million people, and he goes. He had broken the stay-home rule, and they were under only a 2-week lockdown, and traveling between cities and districts prohibited and necessary. But he decides to, hey, I'm bigger than this. Goes fishing, and now an alligator has a full stomach. And this is
somebody's got to feed him.
well, yeah. Had not, we don't, like you said, we don't have a lot of stupid people in the world. But anyway, this was in China. No, this was actually in this country. It was a Chinese takeout restaurant. And Mr. Yang, of course, he orders, and this is in, oh, I'm sorry, let me take that back. It was in East China. He ordered a dish of broiled fish, and what, comes with the salad and soup. And what was in his soup was a grease soaked surgical mask and floating in the soup. So, I guess if the
Gotta love those Chinese.
if the virus don't kill you, the crocodiles and the grease soaked, how does a grease soaked mask get in the guy's soup? I mean, apparently they don't check this out. Yeah,
Maybe they like that stuff over there. It's a delicacy.
Yeah. We'll see if we have a. Oh no, that's nothing. Anyway, we're kind of winding down here. 262-945-1318. This gal's 19 years old, and she was so bored because she was locked down. She starts going on social media and texting all her ex-boyfriends and explaining to them, this is some years down, what went wrong.
Stupid they are.
Yeah, exactly. How stupid they were. And she called one guy's name was Jay, an ex-boyfriend of multiple months.
Jay,
not his real name. She broken up with him in bed. So he called, she's bored, now she starts texting everybody that admitted.
Now was it before or after?
It was during the quarantine. And
no, he said she broke up with him in bed.
Yeah.
But was it before the act or after the act? That's what I want.
Oh, it doesn't say that. She called him he had no idea who he was talking to.
Was he frustrated or did he not perform? That's come on. I think
go on to a different topic?
That's essential to the story here. Come on.
No, there was only one. Oh, that's not what I wanted to go to. This is a tragic story about a young, gorgeous-looking woman who was being tormented. She was being hassled, tortured, and being treated just horribly. And finally, the federal government stepped in and rescued her. And the good news, I'm glad to report, is that Melania Trump is now resting comfortably in an assisted care women's shelter. So that is, we talked about that business before.
Why was she being tortured?
I think we're going to pull the plug on this show like right now. I'm out of stuff, and
okay.
That's going to wrap it up for. I'm not going to take this. It's going to wrap it up for the March 25th edition of the Kenosha State Daily Update. We want to thank our sponsors, Barter's Financial Planning Services, the Union Park Tavern, Kenosha's For Open Honest Government, and Charlie Beats Kids for Cancer Treatment Foundation. And we've been streaming to you live this afternoon from the Barter Manor studio, located on the corner of Happy and What Went Wrong. And also for Elmo and myself, we'll tee it up tomorrow at 2 p.m. And we thank you for the privilege of your time. I'm Scottie Barter, and have a very pleasant and safe afternoon.
Stay safe, everybody.